Hey, what's up everybody? It's Axel, and today we're talking about the collab IEM that kind of blew me away. This right here is the Juzear X Z Reviews Defiant. It's a 1DD 3BA hybrid IEM. It's a collaboration with the Zeos Pantera and Juzear. Everyone knows Zeos Z Reviews. So this one comes in two colors, a green version and a rainbow or multicolored version, and it's priced around $100. First, I'm super excited to announce a giveaway for the channel subscribers. Yay! We're giving away two Juzear Defiant IEMs, and I want to say a huge thank you for Juzear for making this happen. Thank you so much. So two winners, each one will get one. Obviously you can choose the colors, and if you're subscribed to the channel, here's how to enter. Just leave a comment below this video. That's it. We'll randomly pick two winners in 10 days and announce it only on the community tab on YouTube. We'll confirm it with you in the comments as well, so just a heads up, ignore any messages from anyone. The only announcement is going to be in the community tab on YouTube. Alright, good luck to everyone. Before I talk about the Defiant, I want to say I love this IEM, and if you told me it costs 150 or even 170, I would believe it. It's that good for me. It's one of my new benchmarks at the $100 price point, and one of my own personal favorites right now at this price point. The tuning and sound click with me, and I'll explain why in the video, but keep in mind that sound is a subjective preference. What stands out to me and impressed me about the Defiant is not just the sound, it's the sound quality at this price point. There are other IEMs that sound better, but they cost a lot more, and I think now I get why Zeos call this one the Defiant, as it really defies logic at this price. So let's talk quickly about what comes in the box. First of all, you get this very nice carrying case. It has a hard shell. It's protective, it's compact, it's pocketable. I can throw in IEMs in there with a dongle, some ear tips, and carry it with me, toss it in my pocket and go. I love that. And inside that case, you do get... Here's the case, nice, roomy. And inside that case, you get 3 pairs of dark colored narrow bore silicone ear tips. And you do get 3 other pairs of the soft silicone white ones. They're a bit softer. You do get a single pair of foam ear tips, small or medium sized. And after that, you get a cleaning cloth and you get a manual. And you get, check this out, you get this very cool looking Zeos stand, which looks cool by the way. It has some sticker on it, make sure you remove it. Looks awesome. And I translated this part. It's in Japanese. It says King of Sound, something like that. Super cool. Now, of course, you do get 3.5 and 4.4 connectors for the awesome modular cable, which is this cable. Now, yes, this comes with a modular cable at $100, and it's a fantastic cable. Beautiful matching colors, and as you can see, the cable looks awesome. It looks great. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It doesn't have memory, it doesn't tangle with me, it's not microphonic, and it has this transparent material that wraps around it. The metal connectors have a screw-in locking mechanism, which feels very secure and durable. I personally love that. The cable is soft as well. It's soft and very flexible. It's not stiff. Like say, cable is very soft. The only downside to this cable is the chin slider is a bit loose. As you can see, it doesn't stay in place that much. So a big thumbs up for the whole accessories and the modular cable. I like it. Now let's talk about the build design, fit and comfort. These are the earpieces. Let me show you the green ones. This is how the green ones look. Obviously they have this very nice green looking color. Looks are subjective, to be honest. Some people will prefer this one, some people will like this one, some people will not like anyone. On the right side, I like this cool part that it has. Where is it? This one. It has the Zeos logo on the right side, which looks super cool, right? And very nice. As you can see, they have this ergonomic fit, and this is how the rainbow color of the multicolored one looks like. Which one do you guys like? Kind of leaning towards this one. I love it more, but I think both really look awesome. And they're compact, by the way. Like, they fit me really well. They don't stick out of my ear much. I've fallen asleep wearing them, which says a lot about comfort. I've worn them for hours without any discomfort. Noise isolation is above average, and there is no pressure buildup. Nozzle diameter is 6.1 at the widest point, which is good. I mean, overall it's compact, it's not too thick, it's not heavy or bulky or anything like that, so great fit and comfort. Another thumbs up. All right, so let's talk about the sound. Now, this is where this thing really shines. The overall sound signature, I will describe it as nicely balanced. We can look at the frequency response graph together. I think I will call it a balanced sound signature. It's got some bass, but it's not too much. It's got mids, but they're not too much. It's got treble, but it's not too much. There is a nice balance, and everything stands out without anything overpowering the rest of the sound. It's safe. It's fun, it's engaging, it's never boring. There is a nice contrast between the bass, mids, and treble, and it's got this great level of detail and dynamics, which makes it a very you know, detailed and fantastic sounding all-rounder that sounds great with a lot of music genres. Let's dive into the bass because it's definitely one of the best highlights of the Defiant. The sub bass goes deep and rumbles while the mid bass hits hard and it has a strong point. A strong punch. What really stands out to me is the quality, guys. The quality. Bass for me is just not about only the boom, 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 and you know, no separation and no definition in the bass notes. No, this is textured bass. Textured bass. Okay, it has excellent texture, very defined, and you can hear the separation between the bass notes. Even bass guitar strings on rock tracks, or for example tracks by Polyphia, you can hear the defined attack and the separation of the bass guitar strings. It's awesome. TV Off by Kendrick Lamar, you have the impact and definition. Boom by Tiesto and Seven, you can hear the punch and the detail. Bass hits hard and has a very satisfying decay. It's also balanced, like it has a lot of sub bass for people who like sub bass, with tracks like Hypnocurrency by Deadmau5 or Angel by Massive Attack. There is a lot of clean, very defined sub bass rumble. Daft Punk's Doing It Right, for example, gives you that punch without overpowering the mid, doesn't drown the rest of the music. It's awesome. So if you're into bass, this is bass heaven. Rumble, slam, texture and detail all in one. But if you're not into bass boost, I want to highlight that this might not be for you. For me, at $100 though, the bass is wild. It's just straight up A+. Now let's talk about the mids, and I will describe them like with the words natural and forward, right? They're clear, they're articulate without being thin, lean, or shouty. They sound natural. We get proper note weight. Vocals really pop. You get that vocal clarity, and you know that vocal clarity is spot on if you can easily catch every word Kendrick Lamar is saying on bassy tracks. Or if you listen, like, for example, to a busy track, orchestral music, or a rock track, for example, you have the bass guitar, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, bass guitar, and the drums in the background, and if you can still feel that sense of vocal clarity, the vocals pop, that's how you know you got the great vocal clarity. And I love that, as long as it's not shouty, and it's not shouty here. Acoustic guitars have a full-bodied sound. Violins, you know, cellos, pianos, all sound natural and lifelike to me. There's also a good sense of space and air, so everything feels open and not boxed in. And the bass and the mids are really balanced, really perfectly, in my opinion. Neither overpowers the other. Vocals stand out, like I said, and nothing is congested. Male vocals have a depth, slight warmth, while female vocals like Billie Eilish, Adele, Amber Robarth are clean, extended, airy. It's not a warm-sounding IEM when it comes to the mid-range. There's just enough warmth to give it that body without making it feel thick. Overall, great natural sound, detailed and forward. Alright, so let's talk about the treble. It's also one of my favorite things about the Defiant. It's crisp, it's detailed, it has a clean sparkle without any harshness, any sibilance, and just really well done. You get that nice shimmer. If you listen to cymbal crashes or high-frequency percussion sounds, they sound present. They're not laid back or dull. They're crisp, but they never get harsh or fatiguing, or even slightly harsh or piercing. There's a good amount of air and clarity up top, and you know, a lot of the micro details come through clearly. The transients are sharp, well defined. Everything has a good sense of space. I'm treble sensitive myself. I talk about that a lot. I have zero issues with the Defiant, even on sibilant or energetic test tracks. I mean, some tracks that are really harsh for me, for example, Shivers by Ed Sheeran, like the Defiant is amazing. Passes with flying colors, stays controlled, no harshness, no sibilance, which is a big win for, you know, someone like me. Though I want to say, if you're into bright or energetic treble, you'll want a lot of treble. This might feel a bit safe for you, but if you like treble that's crisp, present, detailed, not fatiguing, this is your vibe. So let's talk about the technical performance, because the detail and separation on the Defiant is seriously impressive. Like, amazing. I mean, we're talking about $100 IEM right here. Resolution punches way above its price. On my technical scale, I will put it like 20% between the Nova and the Pilgrim, and I will say it can hold its own and it can compete with probably a lot of sets under $200. Micro details are spot on. Soundstage is a standout, wide and deep, amazing sense of atmosphere. Imaging is phenomenal. Like, if you listen to Fear Inoculum by Tool around the 4-minute 35-second mark, the drums span from the left to right, and it's just perfect, you know, like 3 seconds it goes from the left here, and it comes back. It's very detailed. We're talking about $100 here, okay? And it does that. Bubbles by Yoshi Horikawa, it's very immersive, and the layering and the separation is just, I don't know, man, it's just wild. You know, the layering on this IM is really good. Even on busy tracks like Playing God by Polyphia, Defiant stays clean. Timbre is natural too, nothing sounds off. There are a lot of reasons why you want to spend more than this if you want to. Like, you know, but like different tunings, better sound quality, more resolution. But if this tuning is your thing, you'll understand what the term diminishing returns mean. Because, you know, I don't know, man, it's really good at $100 in my opinion. and even more. Now, anything can sound good in a vacuum, so let's compare this. Let's see how it stacks up against some of my own personal favorite sets and see how it holds up. The first comparison, I will compare it against one of my favorite IEMs at this price range, which is the AFUL Explorer. Now, the AFUL Explorer has probably the best fit I've ever had on any IEM. It's really small and compact. The bass on the Explorer stands out more. Like if you're into a lot more, not a lot more, just slightly more bass, and you like the bass to stand out more in your music. Explorer sounds a bit warmer and it's a bit more laid back. It has this smooth laid back vibe, especially when it comes to the vocals and the treble. I will say that Defiant, though, on the other hand, sounds cleaner. It has more forward vocals, less warm, more detailed treble. It wins when it comes to the stage and the imaging, as it feels more open and the imaging is more precise. I feel both are super enjoyable in their own way. Like the Explorer gives you that relaxed warmth, while the Defiant gives you the clarity, the detail, and the vocal forwardness. Different flavors. I cannot let one of them go. I love both. You know, they are really two IEMs that you can own and feel not one of them will sound at all redundant. Next up is the Myer Audio SLIIVO. This is a great IEM. I love it. Has a beautiful design, fantastic cable. It sounds amazing. I give it 4 stars. It sounds more technical than the Defiant, not more detailed. It just has a technical vibe. It has cleaner mids, which gives it this clear sound. It has nice sub bass boost, but there is a bass stuck, which I mentioned in my review. And while I love the SLIIVO, it's fantastic, I feel the Defiant suits my music preferences more, as it has better bass texture. It doesn't have a bass stuck. It has a more present mid bass, which I personally enjoy. I'm a mid bass type of guy. I like my bass to slam hard and sound full. Again, the Defiant has a fuller sounding mid-range, more natural sounding mid-range, better stage and imaging, better timbre. Both are amazing for the price. I feel like it kind of depends on what you like. I personally prefer the Defiant more for its bass and tonality, but again, the SLIIVO is again awesome. Now, there are other IEMs in this price range too, other great sounding IEMs. I will just compare them quickly. You have the Dunukima 2, which is another recommended fantastic IEM at this price point. Beautiful natural sound, natural timbre, has a warmer tone compared to the Defiant, less sub bass, not as technical, but the accessories, man, are top notch, and it's an amazing IEM, like metal build, really recommended. I feel for me the Defiant's level of detail and tonal balance is just something I prefer more. The bass texture, the sense of detail, and the sub bass is really nice, but again, the Kima 2 is awesome. We also have the topping Arpig Ear Hain, which has, you know, switches to change the tuning. It kind of needs more power to shine, and it's not as detailed as the Defiant, not at all actually. I feel the Defiant has better bass quality, bass texture, way more detail, but the Hain is unique when it comes to the switches and how they change the tuning. So I was checking out some graphs on Squiglink, and I noticed that the Defiant had a similar tuning to the Xenns Tea Pro. So I got curious. I pulled out my Tea Pro, my beautiful Tea Pro, and I gave them a listen. Still, man, honestly, the Tea Pro still comes out on top. Now, tonally, they're kind of similar. Not exactly. Like, I think even the older Juzear 61T has a more similar tuning to the Tea Pro, but compared to the Defiant, I feel the Tea Pro's got more bass. It's bassier. It's a bit brighter up top as well, so it kind of leans slightly more V-shaped, and you know, the Defiant sounds a bit safer in the treble. But for me, the Tea Pro hits harder in the bass, and the bass is even more textured and slams harder. This is also another example of an IEM that has that clean, punchy bass that is super textured and very detailed and nuanced. Amazing, man. One of the best under 400. It's amazing bass. Tea Pro is still more detailed though, and the imaging is even more precise. The takeaway for me is, if you enjoyed the tuning of the Tea Pro, there is a good chance that you will like the tuning of the Defiant, or if you enjoyed the tuning of the Defiant, you know, probably you could enjoy the Tea Pro as an upgrade. So let's talk about the Defiant now. Like, as I said, like, it's a top tier for me in terms of tuning, but let's see who I recommend it to and who I don't recommend. Basically, people who are looking for a well-tuned all-rounder IEM that works with a lot of music genres. People who want solid accessories and a nice modular cable at this price point. People who want like a good IEM that will, like, if you like this tuning, will make you pause, you know, take a break, just sit down, relax, enjoy the music. Number 4, people who love detail. Like, if you want to own one of the most resolving IEMs in this price range, in my opinion, this is one of them. Bass lovers who want not only the boom boom, but they want the quality, the texture, the detail in their bass, as well as the impact. People who want sub bass, who want a sub bass deep rumble. And vocal lovers, people who want the forward vocals, vocals, as long as they don't sound shouty, and this is not. People who like safe treble, but still present and detailed, and people who like isolation with their IEMs. Now, who I don't recommend this to, and this is also very important. Number one, if you do not like a bass boosted sound signature, or you prefer reference level of bass, this isn't for you. Like, you can check out something like the Juzear Nova or the Duno Kima 2, those will have that level of bass. Number two, still at the same time, this is not for bass heads. It's bassy, but not that bassy, not even close. Number three, if you like a warm tuning, this is not a warm tuning. If you like warm tuning, check out the Kima 2 or the AFUL Explorer. Number four, if you prefer laid back vocals, this is not it. The vocals here are not shouty, but they're forward and they stand out. I love that. Some people like the relaxed presentation like the Explorer or other IEMs that have a relaxed mid-range. And I don't recommend this if you are seeking a Harman tuning. This doesn't hit the mark for Harman tuning. If you like that, Nova is a much better option for that. It hits the Harman target really well. And if you like bright treble or if you like a V-shape tuning, this isn't it in my opinion. So let's give this thing a final rating and look at the ratings and what they mean. I'm going to give the Defiant a solid rating of 4.5 stars. For me, I love it. It checks all the boxes for me and does everything really well. Like, for $100 IEM, it's pretty much near perfect, definitely a top contender, and needless to say, gets my highest recommendation. Man, I think we are living in a great time for IEMs right now, and I think Xenos absolutely nailed it with these. Great job, Xenos. Really well done. This is phenomenal. This concludes my review of the Juzear Defiant. 2 thumbs up. Good luck to everyone in the giveaway, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.